This week's hot topic is probably going to be a little bit of a heated one from knowing people's points of view on this, and that is to do with the arch-enemy versus the photographer saga that's been dominating social media for the last while, but has gone quiet by the time we get to filming and releasing this one, but we figured we'd give it our thoughts on it anyway. Basically, long story short, what happened was, for the benefit of those who aren't keeping up with it, a photographer took a photo of arch-enemy, that got shared online as it always is, and that got shared by fans and stuff, but then a clothing manufacturer shared it with a reference to the clothing being worn by Alyssa White-Lewis on stage and saying, you can buy our custom stuff from our shop, which is where the copyright law was breached. And then it went pear-shaped when the photographer emailed the band saying, emailed the clothing maker saying, hey, don't do that, please. It's, either I charge a fee, otherwise donate to charity, this one here. Then the band got involved and said, no, this is fine, they've got the rights to do so, and then blacklisted the photographer. Over to you.
Well, to be honest, I doubt this one will get heated between us, because I imagine we'll all probably land on the same side of the argument. It was probably a pretty simple situation, just handled so bloody awfully that it escalated to the point where it did. When you say it was the clothing manufacturer, we're not talking Nike here. It was a one-woman show,
independent.
Yeah, so look, it was probably all pretty innocent, and the original email, it should have been put to that point. I think the only real bad guy in this situation was the band. I just reckon they just poured fuel on it so unnecessarily. The thing could have been handled so easily and just put to bed without any of us knowing about it, and they all could have gone on with their happy lives. Yeah. Instead, it blows up on the internet. The band's made themselves look really bad. And
they doubled down on it too, which is even more.
Yeah, which was a bit odd. The clothing manufacturer, look, she'll probably be back. Because firstly, her clothes look fucking fantastic, so credit where it's due there. The photo was brilliant too, so credit to the photographer, it was really fantastic. So they've all got probably a little bit of notoriety out of it, which is good. I doubt they're upset by it, to be honest, once it blows over, which it probably already has. But look, simple situation. I think it would just escalated to the point where it didn't need to. Communication would have fixed it pretty quickly.
Should have fixed it.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Martha, the clothing manufacturer.
Yeah, she got caught right in the middle of this.
She's closed down her business because of all that fucking hate emails she's been getting.
She's a muso too, isn't she?
I have no idea.
Yeah, she's a bad.
For the record, anyone sending death threats and hate mail to these people, fuck you.
Calling her a fucking Nazi and telling her she should kill herself in the war or whatever. Come on.
For making cool clothes and something wearing.
But all she did was press fucking share and say, this is Alyssa in action with the clothing I made. Her homepage, I haven't checked it out, but it's probably got the link to where her business was. She didn't add the link to where you can buy it on the fucking thing she shared. No. So it was probably just a, hey, cool, I did this, bang, shared. Didn't think about it.
Pretty innocent.
Yeah, that was
innocent
all it
mistake,
did.
yes.
Yeah.
But the law is pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
But it took the photographer 6 months to bring this article to light. I don't know why the delay. He claims fucking personal or health problems, but still 6 months. It's just very, very odd there. As far as arch-enemy goes,
doesn't change the facts.
Yeah, they stuck up for their friend. They're probably business associates or whatever. But, they banned him from future shows, which is their choice. I mean, bands have their own personal photographers. If they don't want other photographers to cover their performances, then that's their choice. So I'm on the side of the clothing manufacturer. I don't think the band did anything wrong, and I couldn't care less about the photographer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we won't all agree.
We're not. I knew we weren't going to.
Yeah, again, I caught it briefly in the beginning. I didn't really look into it. I didn't know exactly what happened, but getting the gist. How hard was it to say photography by person X?
The photo was late. Well, it had the watermark on it, didn't it? That was he.
Yeah. Well, so what is the problem?
Because the clothing manufacturer has breached the copyright law in where she's used to promote a service.
Everyone does it to a little degree, though. Just by sharing.
It was pretty blatant.
But she didn't include the link on the post. It was kind of innocent.
But it's linked in her profile.
But you'd have to go looking.
If you build a website and use Arch Enemy's music and the thing,
but that's the thing. If I build a website itself has no copyright.
Like imagine if a politician were to use a site.
Here we go.
I can put anything I want into a website.
So, Dave, if a politician were to use a site and not credit them, even if there was no
harm done,
clear link or harm done, or it was all a miscommunication, then what's the difference?
There is a difference because it was an intentional act of taking something and putting new lyrics to it.
Not if you listen to Clive.
But he's wrong in that case.
Yeah, but
But
I think
all the clothing manufacturer did was click share. He wrote a couple of things, probably on a coffee break. There was no intentional.
But
malice
was this
behind
photographer
But it's for commercial gain.
Okay,
yeah, but that's
so-
the argument. Like that's marketing these days.
Yeah, but was this
But
photographer
everyone
hired
does
for
that.
the gig or for the festival? Or
He's a
who-
freelance photographer doing things for his online magazine, and he's a journalist.
He's also a lawyer.
Did he have a pass to be there?
Yes.
To do-
Yeah.
Given by the festival.
He was the guy. He was the guy
in
in
the
the
photo
pit.
pit.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was trying to work out. Whether it was some
No,
guy.
he was in the pit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everybody can win out of this, and no one won in the end.
That's right.
Basically,
yeah.
Which seems to be really stupid because this guy wanted his $10 for the photo, where it all stemmed from. Is that correct? Because she didn't get permission to
She
share
didn't
it.
get permission.
Yep.
So he said, I usually charge a €500 fee, but if you donate €100 to this charity instead, you can use the photo as much as you like. Go for your life.
Okay. So, I think it's one of those things that yes, technically by the law, the photographer has every right. Okay, because you're allowed to be there, you're allowed to be doing it. It's your service. You got a photo, obviously, that number one looks good, and number two has whatever appeal for both the band and everybody else. Yes, you don't work. No one works for free.
No, that's it.
But I think looking on the other side of it from this woman and her clothes, I don't think she thought about that at the time. She thought, well,
No,
this
I think it was an
person-
innocent mistake.
Yeah,
It was an
yeah,
innocent
yeah,
mistake. No one's taking.
Yeah.
No one's really taking the clothing manufacturer to
I
task.
don't. I don't really have
Okay.
a problem with the clothing manufacturer.
Everyone does that
But
mistake.
the band's blacklisted a photographer, which has done them a favour,
Yeah.
which is fucking stupid. So you know what, Arch Enemy can fuck off.
Yeah, I agree.
You alright? Because if you're gonna, you can't be picking one or the other here. He's a service. He's allowed to be there to do it. Because I wasn't sure if he was like,
He was in the pit.
yeah. So you know what? No, he's entitled to have his $100 or his whatever it is that he charges. That's fine. I think it was done innocently, and
Yeah.
everybody could have won out of this.
Yeah.
But no one's winning out of it, and everyone's looking stupid in
Yeah.
some aspect. So
A little tip for Arch Enemy or whatever. When something like this happens, just shut up.
Yeah,
Frankly,
pretty much. Yeah.
Like this was dragged out after people issued statements and statements and statements and statements. And no, just wait for Donald Trump to do something stupid and it'll all blow over. It's like seriously, that's
Well,
what.
No, they didn't have to pick a side.
No, like
Or cut a check for
You know.
€100 and put it to bed.
Yeah.
exactly. Like this is this
Especially
was such
if
a
you're defending someone
simple.
in the wrong legally. Like you
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like
This was such a simple solution, and whether they, I don't know why they dug their heels in, but
Yeah, man.
it just made it
Yeah.
so much worse than it had to be.
strange.
it's probably done them no favours going
No,
forward.
a lot
At
of
all.
fan base are angry at them, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, as you would be.
Because a lot of their fan base, like, I hate to stereotype, metalheads, but they will be working class people who
They will back the
they'll
person,
back the guy saying, well,
you
he's
know,
just doing a
yeah.
job and looking to get paid for it.
Yeah.
Like,
The flip side too is that apparently, I don't know for sure, but apparently a lot of Arch Enemy's stick and the lyrics and stuff are about, not kowtowing to the man and all this
Yeah.
kind of stuff. And
well, they're a metal band.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes. Yeah.
that's the thing
It's a bit
that I've always
contradictive.
and the thing that's always stuck with me about the whole thing is one Arch Enemy are the idiots in this one. The photographer was defending his legal right, and I've got no problem with the photographer. I believe honestly that the clothing manufacturer made an honest mistake because everyone does that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Where she breached the law was pretty clear in that it was promoting a commercial service,
Yeah.
and that is a no-no. That's where the photographer has the legal right to go, hang on, where's my recompense for using my work to do so? He let everyone else that was just a fan share it. It was just the wording of the post got him in the craw, and ultimately it's his copyrighted piece of work. He can do what he wants with it. He can pull it completely online at all. No one else can have it as far as he's concerned. No different to a song from an artist. We've just had the one about Clive Palmer and Dee Snider and all sorts of stuff recently. Where I think Arch Enemy needlessly got involved is because, and I get it, because the clothing manufacturer reached out to Arch Enemy going, hang on, is this a scam or is this the real thing? And she was confused, she had no idea what was going on. Arch Enemy said, no, don't worry, we've got this. And then they pounded on the photographer. They've jumped in and said, you're a prick. Everyone that is affiliated with us has all the rights to share whatever they don't, which is a complete fucking fallacy in the law.
No, that's not true.
And then said to him that he's blacklisted from the thing. Now, in his original article, which did take a long time to come out, which he says was for health reasons, his original article was how I got banned from an arch enemy site, not how I got ripped off by a clothing manufacturer.
That's right.
So, the crux of the issue is between the way Arch Enemy handled the issue, and the thing is that it's two artists. So Alyssa White-Gluz plus Angela Gosso are the ones doubling down on the stance of they have the right to refuse the photographer. I'm not dismissing that right at all. Go for your life. You don't want him there, that's fine. But the trouble is they tried to CC in so many other industry professionals that was going to damage his reputation. And that's
not cool.
What is the point?
No.
Unless there's some part of this story that we all don't know.
But I would find it hard to believe.
There has to be.
No, I honestly personally
if there was
think
another reason why it took 6 months to come
if there was
light.
another part of the story,
it'd be out by now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Particularly if it's damaging to the photographer and the band knows about it. Because let's face it, they did try to
shut him down.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if he tried to blackmail them or something with something.
It would have come out.
Yeah, it would have come out by now, I imagine. Yeah. Anyway.
And he does practice law for his actual day job, so I'd find it hard to believe he'd do something that's stupid. Not impossible.
It was a great photo, though. Check it out.
It's a great photo, and and of all this, I honestly hope the clothing manufacturer comes back into it, and it hasn't.
I'm sure she will.
And I hope it hasn't impacted the band and all that sort of stuff too. I think she honestly made an honest mistake.
Yeah.
Which I guarantee you, I've done it.
Yeah, but what are people attacking her for?
No, because
she got
it's
fucking
online.
heaps
Like
of
it's
shit.
just
Yeah.
stupid.
She closed down her business.
Fuck.
It's all gone.
Yeah, which that's dumb. Like that shouldn't happen. She should have written it out and just gone, okay, we're back bigger than ever. And whatever, she could have teamed up with the photographer and the webzine to do something.
That's what
really
I mean. There's
cool
so
out
many
of this.
avenues
Yeah.
that weren't explored.
But that's where it all went wrong, and that I lay squarely at the feet of Arch Enemy because they didn't protect her the way they said they would.
Yeah, they inflamed it.
They inflamed it, and that's just made her shut her business down. It's given him a whole lot of notoriety for his website, which is cool. That works. But he is not in the wrong either.
No, I don't.
Yeah, the band still carries on. He's still doing his side gig.
And she's gone.
But she's the one who's actually
she
probably her
can't.
livelihood
Yeah.
is gone.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's the saddest part about the whole thing. So, wherever you are out there, Martha, yeah.
Martha.
I hope you come back bigger and bigger, better than ever before. Please do come back and keep doing because you do.
And
a
I
very
hope
good
you
job.
ban Archman for wearing your clothes.
Yeah, that would be actually a good way to do it.
And make me an outfit that made it look as
Make
good
him
as
look like
Russell.
I don't know if there's any effort in the world that can make us look like that.
There is not.
Anyway, over to you. We've asked this question online before, but we figured we'd actually get our comments on this on the record at last, even though it is a bit after the fact. Let us know what you think out there. Over to you. Mark Dutram.
It's just funny how attitudes change over decades, man. Because
That's so
back
egotistical
in the
by the
early
band.
2000s, man, when Napster was huge, everyone was like, fuck bands, I don't have to pay for music, it's all free, I can get it like that. Now,
It's the exact
everything's
same argument.
Exactly, but everyone's changed their opinion. Everyone's just like, yeah, fine, I can take music, it doesn't matter, I don't have to pay for it. Now, oh fuck, this guy should get paid.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
But that means the
It's
education
still not for the music, though.
yeah,
There's
but
still
at the
people
end of the
downloading
day,
Most people still downloading music.
the should get paid argument is the
Yeah,
correct
It's
one.
the same one.
Yeah.
Is the correct
But I
one.
bet everybody who's fucking supporting the photographer was still downloading music illegally.
Yeah.
Oh, bit of a stretch today, especially with Spotify and that out there.
Yeah, most people
Yeah.
don't. You don't have to download it illegally.
Yeah, because Spotify's free,
it's
but
fucking free.
yeah, but the bands aren't getting any fucking money out of it, and it all came from Napster.
That's a different issue.
Yeah,
that's a different issue.
And that is why Spotify is evil and Andrew's wrong. You almost talked me around, but I've gone back the other way.